Welcome back to our channel, guys. If you're new here, we're Richie, Laura, Frankie and Freddie, and you join us on week 14 of our European tour.
This week we visit the historical town of Pula. Vanlife almost comes to an end, and we also visit some amazing park-ups.
There's nowhere better to wake up in the morning looking out to that with your cup of tea. So we stayed here last night. We travelled about half an hour, I think, from where we was yesterday in Rovinj. It was so pretty looking out around all the villages and the cathedral and everything. It was so pretty. So today we're going to Pula, I think, and we've got a few things to show you. So we'll take a look.
Morning, guys.
Morning.
So today we are in Pula. And if you haven't guessed already, we've come to the amphitheatre. It's a really interesting place, steeped in history. So we're going to tell you a few facts about it. Pula Arena is one of the world's 6 largest surviving Roman theatres. It played host to gladiator battles in Roman times and tournaments of knights in medieval times.
So Pula Arena was built in the 1st century AD. And they can accommodate up to 20,000 spectators.
The theatre was originally built with timber, but was soon replaced by stone.
We drove quite a while last night and then we realised that we'd run out of petrol, or nearly running out of petrol, so we had to go 20 minutes out of the way to get some diesel. So yeah, it was a bit eventful last night and it got quite dark, so yeah, but it's quite nice. It's on the side of the road, so not the best that we've had, but it will do. We then left the park up ready for a day of van chores. We needed to empty the grey and black tanks as well as filling up with water and finding a laundrette, which is all a lot easier said than done when wild camping in Croatia. We drove down some beautiful roads until our plans suddenly changed.
Morning, guys. So something a little bit different today, where we've actually woken up in Slovenia, believe it or not. Not for the right reasons though, we haven't come to see it. We actually had a bit of an argument last night and we was going to go home, so we started driving, but then we ended up pulling over, talking, sorting the problems out, and yeah, we're heading back into Croatia today. But it just goes to show van life's not easy. There's lots of different stresses. It's not as stressful as being at home, but it's stressful in different ways. Trying to find water, laundrettes in Croatia has been a bit of a problem, and just living in a van in such a small space and being together 24/7. So we spoke about what we need to do to sort it out, and yeah, today's a new day. We've woke up, we're like a couple of young teenagers again today, lots of kissing. So yeah, we're heading back to Croatia. I don't know what we're going to do. I think we found a nice little park up. This is another problem. We're constantly on the move in Croatia. Where wild camping is banned, we only stay at each spot for one night at a time, just in case we do get moved on or whatever. So yeah, it's not been easy. Like normally,
it makes things a lot harder when you can't just be at peace at night time and know that you're not going to be moved on. So then you're constantly driving looking for a different spot, and it makes things a lot more stressful. When we was in Spain and we could park up for like weeks upon at one spot, it makes things
Yeah, and when you can park up for a week, you get to know the sort of area a bit. I'd have a day off, or I'd go fishing or whatever, and we just weren't on top of each other as much as we are here in Croatia.
The weather doesn't help here either, because normally when we was in Spain and Portugal, obviously the weather was so much nicer, so if you parked up at a beach, the kids would be off playing in the sea. I'd be outside sunbathing, reading my book, Richard would be doing his own thing. But then when you come into colder countries, you're literally living in a space, just all four of you, and a dog and a rabbit. We don't do things by halves.
Yeah, so there's a number of reasons, as you can tell, why we argued, but like I said, today's a new day.
We couldn't really put the video of us rowing. It probably would get banned on YouTube.
Yeah, if we put the video up of yesterday, it'd be non-stop censored and we'd have to put an 18+ sign on it, so probably best we don't show that. Yeah. We haven't had too many since we've been in the van. We've been living in the van 5 months in total, 4 months in Europe, a month at home in England, so it's bound to happen. But
we used to row back at home. It's just, I think it just makes it twice as worse when you're all on top of each other. So I think if you are debating going full-time van life, just make sure you're strong as a couple before you leave.
Very strong.
Luckily, we've been married 10 years this year, so we ain't doing too bad. We must be doing something right.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. So yeah, I don't know what we're going to do really. I'm just glad it's all sorted, back on the road. We're heading back to Croatia, like I say. Oh, we have got something really good planned for tomorrow. Really good. I've been looking forward to this. This is the most thing that I've been looking forward to in Croatia. So that's going to be good to show you. And then I think we're going to start working our way down Croatia a little bit. It's a little bit warmer down towards Split, and I think that's going to help with being out of the van.
Enjoying the sunshine.
Yeah, enjoying the sunshine again. And
I think when you have a bit of sunshine on you, it just, everything seems a lot more positive, don't it? When it's
does.
windy and rain. Well, not raining because we haven't had rain, but when it's cold and windy.
But
You don't really want to do a lot.
But this is nothing against Croatia, because we love the country, we love the people. It's just hard for van life.
Yeah.
It's just a hard country, and it's quite stressful for van life, but it is what it is. We'll soon be moving on into another country, and then we'll probably end up missing Croatia.
But we thought we'd show the highs and the lows.
Yeah, and last night was a low. Onwards and upwards. So we've crossed the border and we're back in Croatia. The only trouble now is it's the boys' turn to argue, which is why Fred is sitting in the front. We've had to separate them.
It's not us, it's them.
So we've just pulled off the motorway to top the water tank up. That's one of the problems in Croatia, emptying the toilet, filling the water up. Nothing is easy, but I think we found a little spot, so we're going to fill it while we can. And I think it's at the base of a castle as well, so I might even show you what it looks like. Well, this is typical of what we're finding in Croatia at the minute. Once again, no water. It's all shrink wrapped up. It's really not easy for this, but when you're next to a castle, it does make it quite worthwhile. It seems like they've had a bit of fire damage. But cool looking castle. So this is what we've resorted to. Filling 5 litre bottles up from a little trickle tap. Taking forever.
Doesn't take much longer if it tries.
Come on Croatia, sort yourself out for van lifers.
Well, that only took 4 hours. Seems like forever. Thank God it's done now. We're now full for probably another 3 or 4 days. Thank God.
found our dream park up in Croatia. Check this out. In the middle of nowhere, by a crystal clear river. Laura and the boys are making a den. Doing a great job of it as well. I can't wait to see this once it's finished. Hops is out and happy. Luna's even been for a swim. Loving this park up, by far the best one yet. So I don't know what this is at the park up. It looks like an old rundown sort of picnic area. But you come in and there's loads of like handmade benches. Bit of rubbish that people have left. There's more rubbish there that people have left. Not good. But there's also this sort of little barbecue area. And then just outside, there's these, look like 2 goalposts with a big bit of netting tied between them. You'd think it was a hammock, but the boys tried getting on there yesterday and they were tipping up. So, yeah, I don't think it is a hammock, but yeah. And then there's the waterfalls, if you can call them waterfalls.
Some new additions to our spot. So to get to these amazing park ups, it's not always easy, especially when you're in a big van like we are. So now we've got to try and get out.
A lot of people on Park for Night recommend 4x4 for this one, but we got Super Kev. We can do anything.
I'm not so sure. Let's see. We're still having problems with the phone. Richie's phone is now broke again. The screen, yeah, lost this morning's footage. Something to do with the battery or thingy, so I think we're going to just buy a new phone. So we've come to this really cool shopping centre. I have to show you it. I've got a slide to get down to the bottom level. The kids are loving it. You won't find this anywhere else. It's got literally everything here. McDonald's, KFC, lolly lolly. Let's go and see if we can find a new phone. So we went to get the phone repaired. It was past it. So we decided to get a new phone instead because it's just a bottomless pit with that at the moment and it's just not worth it, added stress. So one good thing though about Brexit, which I never thought I'd say, was that we have just found out when we bought the phone that you can actually claim back VAT if you're in a European country. We're going to do a whole new video on that because we didn't realise it. I'm going to do a little bit of research on it and then we'll do a full video explaining the ins and outs. But yeah, that's one good thing of Brexit apart from everything else. So now we've come back to this park up. We're not actually going to stay here tonight, but we see this and my boys have been craving trampoline park since we have left. So obviously we had to go and see it. So I'm going to show you. They've made some friends, I can't believe it. And they're playing dodgeball. Some local Croatian children. Boys are out there fishing this morning. Bright and early. See what they come back with, hopefully something for dinner.
It's that time again. I don't know who's nervous, me or Laura. just spent the past half hour watching YouTube videos on the easiest way to cut hair, so we'll see how it turns out.
That evening we were sat waiting for another beautiful Croatian sunset, looking out across the Adriatic Sea, when Richie spotted something leap out of the water. We all excitedly jumped up to see what it was, and we were amazed to witness a pod of dolphins playing in the sea right in front of us. It's not the best footage, but you can just about make out a few of the dolphins, a memory we will remember forever. So we're going to move on today. We've been here for a couple of nights now, so I think with Croatia being how it is with wild camping, we don't really feel safe to push it any longer.
It's a lovely spot though, right on the beach. The only downside is I think it's the local dogging spot, because since walking along the beach, the amount of condoms littered along here is unbelievable. And now you just see them everywhere. We're worried when we step out the van we might catch an STD, there's so many. So yep, time to go. I think we're going to a lake this time. Hopefully do a bit of fishing. We'll have more luck than what we've had here with the fish.
Right, we'll catch up when we get to the next park up. So this is what we mean about park ups being not easy to access. Oh god, here we go. Hold on, boys. Oh my god.
Take your seatbelts off in case we need to bail out.
Ah! Oh. Oh my god.
Word of advice for Croatia, get some all-terrain tyres. They've saved our skin on a few occasions.
This is a nightmare. Oh god.
You can do it, you're a monster truck.
Oh Christ. Oh Christ.
Done it?
Oh.
Easy work.
Easy work, yeah.
Boy, Ken.
And look at that for a view.
Well, how's this for a park up? Another fantastic one. Mountains, a lake, nobody in sight. Don't think they get much better than this one either, to be fair. I was hoping to do a bit of fishing, but it seems quite shallow, this lake, so I might set the kayak up later and have a little go out there, see if there's any fish a bit further out. Yeah, I think we're just going to chill out for a bit. It's nice not to have people keep walking past looking in the van, to be honest. Yeah, it's really nice.
Later that evening, we had just sat down for dinner when we heard a very loud noise coming towards us from outside. The boys were the first ones out there to see a firefighting plane swoop down and scooping up a load of water. It then disappeared before flying back for more water another 6 times. Another completely unexpected, amazing sight.
So we left our park up this morning as we was getting low on food and water and the toilet was filling up. We managed to find a portaloo in a car park to empty the toilet, but water's a right struggle in Croatia. We drove past this cemetery. The tap doesn't work, but they have got a well. So that's what we're doing. So we're going back in time.
does take quite a long time to do it, and instead of just holding a hose, Richie fills the bucket up while I hold the funnel.
And for all van lifers, make sure you have a funnel. This funnel gets used regularly in Croatia. I don't think we've managed to fill up from a hose once. Lovely job, a full tank. Thank you. So today hasn't gone as planned. We've come to Zadar, which is where we are now. Lovely place, but very, very busy today, but it is a Saturday, so I think we're just going to go and chill out somewhere tucked out the way for the weekend, and then come back and do the touristy bits during the week. We are currently at KFC because there's yet another fortnight update, and our Wi-Fi takes ages for it to update. It's been updating since last night and it's on about 6%. So yeah, back at KFC for the free Wi-Fi. Joys of van life. So how's this for a park up? Once again, the Croatian water doesn't fail to impress. Clear as you like. The only trouble we've got with this spot is it does actually say no camper vans, but there's no one here. I think we've got to risk it. When it's as good as this, you can't not. Restoring everything within.
So it's now time to leave this excellent park up. It's absolutely amazing, definitely worth a look, but probably only in off-peak season because it is only a day park in one, but yeah, it's beautiful. So now it is Monday, so we're going to go and take a look in Zadar, I think it's pronounced. Hopefully it'll be a bit less busy today because Saturday was absolutely rammed, but it might have been to do with the weather as well. So today's a little bit overcast, so hopefully it'll be less busy. Agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond a bigger scale, the world inhales as we go. That's it for this week, guys. We hope you enjoyed it. Tune in next week as we continue visiting the best Croatia has to offer. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe.